coming to you with another video. So, there was another conversation. Someone made a response room in Clubhouse about like dating out and things like that. And listen, man, I'll be the first one to tell you that dating out may present challenges, but if you're willing to um accept those challenges, if you're willing to deal with what may come with dating out, if you're doing it as a means of having peace and having a healthy marriage and just doing it to honor your Lord, then maybe that's going to come with the territory. Of course, you would want to stay with your, like, it's always recommended that, hey, you stay within your own. That's the bottom line. That's like what that would logically be the thing for you to do, is stay within your own, right? But if your own aren't cooperating and what have you, then you have to go to the option which is available to you. And also, the thing is, we have to understand something. The Prophet, alayhi salatu salam, he himself married a Jewish woman. And also I believe he had a Coptic Christian woman as well. The thing is that, I want to say that even this one masculine feminist old woman had the audacity in which lets you know where her religion is at. That's this is what lets you know where her like religious values are at. She didn't even know the Prophet alayhi salatu salam was married to a Jewish woman and a Coptic woman. A lot of times, unfortunately, these Western Muslim women, man, I know we're not supposed to slander and backbite them, but a lot of the times, as I said in the previous commentary, they're no better than non-Muslim Western women, because they've been convinced by non-Muslim Western women that, the other side is better, and being disobedient and being dysfunctional and being combative and being masculine is better than being a submissive, traditional, learned woman, who fears God. They've convinced them that not to be that. But with that being said, let's see how things work in a different society. Okay, let's look at how things work in a different society, in a more traditional society, versus how they work in Western society. Let's go ahead and see. Let's see.
At this marriage agency in Bishkek, Kyrgyz men and women come to look for a partner within the strictures of Sharia law.
So unlike dating apps where you can just swipe and things like that, they actually do the best thing, and that is to vet the women. You know what I mean? Like, that's the one thing that they do. They vet the women. You know what I mean? They vet the men and the women.
Men are not allowed to see photos of their potential brides, and female visitors are always accompanied by family members. Prospective wives are also subject to strict Islamic guidelines.
So they even say that they're even giving them prerequisites. We only accept those who pray 5 times a day and who know the pillars of Islam very well. I'm speaking from, now let's translate this to like a modern Western woman and her concepts of things. Most Western women is like, okay, he has to have the swag of a Chad, Pookie, or Ray Ray, and then we'll take him. He doesn't have to fear God or anything like that. He just has to have that bravado that we're into. You know what I mean? That's basically their prerequisites.
Жумада бир жолу барып турам, жума намазга дегендерди да кабыл албайбыз. Бизге негизи келип калышат. Бирок обязательно.
So again, they vet them. They vet the people who want to, who want to engage in this marriage, this matchmaking service. They vet them very well.
Bizde ошо шарттарыбыз именно 5 маал намаз окуган бала болуш керек.
Jenish Kizi Burul, the marriage agency's founder, says there's a high demand for practicing Muslim women as potential matches. Suitors often show interest in the agency's female employees, some of whom have left their jobs to get married. For single men who don't use the agency's services, there are other places to look for a Muslim wife, like this course on the Quran for female students.
Yeah. And so you see, like, some of us, that's what we want. We want, like, and it goes to show you, like, in a different society, when you look at a different society, and I think this is across the board, like with men. This is really across the board with men, honestly. A man cares more about a woman's character, how she carries herself, and how she's going to basically contribute to his life, contribute to being peace in his life, contribute to being pleasure in his life, and contribute to helping him prosper in life more so than, I have not known one man to actually say to his homeboy, yeah, man, I pulled a woman. Yeah, man, she drives a BMW. She has, whatchamacallit? She has a loft in Santa Monica. She has everything, man. She's loaded. I haven't met one man who has talked like that at all.
Иманды кыз керек эле, сабырдуу кыз керек эле, акылдуу кыз керек эле. Бизге ушундай кыз таап берсең эгер деп. Мен таппайм. Неге? Мен тааныбаган эле сырттан келген.
And to protect the women, that's the good news. They actually protect the women too. And this is important, because a lot of times with what women will call me is a misogynist, the patriarchy and all this other stuff like that. And it's not like that, as you see. She said even if the guy drinks or smoke, he still wants a religious woman, but she said they always refuse in that case.
Some Muslim women find the rules of courtship restrictive and feel they have little choice when it comes to finding a partner.
Biz erkek emеспиз да муну алып алам дегендейчи. Биз эми Аллах таалам буйруганына өзүбүз тийебиз да, поэтому биз тек кана дуа менен гана жашайбыз. Биз дуа кылабыз ушундай деп.
So they say it's really restrictive a little bit in order to get married. And I guess I kind of get it, but maybe perhaps they could make it a little bit more lenient. But I think why they're making it restrictive, and I'm just using this as I guess you can say you make excuses for your fellow Muslims, but I think they're making it making it a little bit restrictive because they don't want the Western cultural values to creep up in their culture, and therefore their women, their women are affected, and then the whole society is infected.
Gulperi is not married, but doesn't want to use an Islamic marriage agency to find a husband. She'll probably rely on relatives' advice instead.
Ал жерде кыздар келчи регистрация болушчу, анан кийин балдар келишет, ал хоть намаз окуйбу окубайбы, ошол жерден кыздарды келип каалаганын сүрөтүнө карап тандашат. Анан кийин ошол жерден номерин беришет, экөө сүйлөшөт. Если бири-бирине жагып калса үйлөнүшөт, жакпаса кайра келип башка кызды тандайт да.
Some 80% of the Kyrgyz population is Muslim, but believers vary widely in their practice, from secular to orthodox. In a controversial move, state schools have banned girls from wearing the hijab or headscarf, with the goal of keeping education fully secular. But on the streets of Bishkek, many young men say they value Islamic dress.
So, I mean, in a way, you can see how they're kind of and this is not just like a one-off incident, because you see a lot of Muslim countries kind of like, unfortunately, leaning towards like Western civilization and stuff like that. I mean, it's not a one-off case, right? But you see how basically, they're still like mostly covered in the hijab, like when they're on the street, right?
Иманды болса болды. Жолықты қарабайсың да, бірінші иманын қарайсың. Анан кейін мені сыйласа, мен ата-енемді сыйласа.
In this largely secular society, religion is not always front and centre. But in matters of marriage, sometimes faith comes first.
So you see, like, deen is very important for them, like deen is very, very, very important. So like they take it serious, they take it very, very serious. And if that's where you're gonna find your peace at, right? If you're gonna find peace in like maybe one of those traditional Eastern women, then so be it, as long as your deen is on deck, you know what I mean? As long as your deen is good, right? That's what matters, right? So let's look at the opposite, though. Let's look at what happens when the opposite occurs, and when you just marry someone for secular, or where you're just looking for someone for physical things, and that's about it, and material things. Let's look at the opposite. What happens with that? Let me see.
Yeah, I wish somebody would.
Let's see. So let's look at a single mom. Also, let's look at what she stands for. Okay.
Oh my God, she's insane. I agree with this young woman 1,000%, and I'm going to take it one step farther. This is not just for boyfriends. This is for you single guys too. And here's why. Do not wait till you have a girlfriend to change your little following list of all these half-naked women who are half your age, because it looks classless. It looks absolutely classless. So when you check me out for social media before we go out, and I check you out, and I look and I see that 90% of the people that you follow are these half-naked women bouncing around their house without bras on unnecessarily, then I say, that's not a good match, and I will not go on the date. And maybe that's an unpopular opinion, but I don't give a flying fucking fig. If that's the type of...
So, as you see, like, having her cake and eating it too, right? So she's allowed to have that, right? She's allowed to make her choice and make her pick, because, women by nature are hypergamous, and they're always looking for the next best thing to come along. She'll be monkey branching you and stuff like that. So she's allowed to do it, but you're not allowed to basically do the same thing.
Guy you are, in my opinion, no thanks. So, single guys, this applies to you. Otherwise, it's the kiss of fucking death. Kiss of fucking death. I'm telling you, all my friends, we won't do it. So, you're motherfucking welcome. Mwah. Good luck.
And I will take it one step further than you did. I agree that simping for women online is not good. Men shouldn't be paying for OnlyFans, liking, commenting, etc. That is about the only thing we agree on. Now moving on, your ex-partners and single men are free to do whatever they want.
Exactly. That's the thing about women that they don't understand. We can do whatever the hell we want to do, okay? And as long as we're prepared to deal with the consequences of our actions and think about what may happen in doing what we want to do, what we want, they shouldn't say a single solitary thing, okay? Because what has happened is the world in general in Western society has let them do what the hell they want to do. But we're like the people who really did the work and did good work and who made something of themselves, who are trying to make something of themselves, they have to clean up the mess, the broken glass. Because some guy, a wise man, told me something, that men take heed of things when they hit a speed bump, right? Women don't take heed of things even after they get in a collision. So this is just basically how it works and things like that. And again, I'm going to end this by saying, do not let women guilt trip you, fault trip you, name call you into submission, okay? They're energy vampires, they're leeches, okay? And you deserve a woman who's going to be anything but that, who is going to give you energy, who's going to contribute to you having even more energy, to going out and getting what it is that you need to get for you to be happy and for her to be happy and for your family to be happy at the end of the day. But with that being said, leave your thoughts and leave your comments. Fool is signing out. Unjaw Rama.